Hey, we're back for another edition of Ask the Mayor. We've taken 5 of the questions that we received from you on Mayor Terry's Facebook page, and we're going to ask the mayor, and she's going to answer the questions. So, without further ado, Mayor Terry, thank you for being here.
Glad to be here
Thank you
again.
for doing this. And the first question we have is we received several questions actually about speeding in the city. For example, one person indicated that Covert Avenue near 41 is turning into a highway. That's a quote. Another asked how we can stop the, quote, dangerous, distracted speeding drivers on the Lloyd and St. Joe. So, how can we address speeding and traffic concerns and problems in the city?
I share that concern as well. Everyone deserves to feel safe on our roads. The Evansville Police Department has done a couple of things. They've increased patrols and targeted enforcement on high traffic corridors like the Lloyd. They've written numerous citations and even added more traffic officers on our second shift to focus on speeding and distracted drivers. But safety, isn't just about enforcement. We've also got to make some financial investment, and so we've secured 2.25 million in state safety funds that will help us make improvements like new striping on major streets and radar speeding signs on Covert Avenue, Diamond, and Lynch. Those changes, along with the things every driver can do behind the wheel, like slow down, stay alert, and drive hands-free, all add up to safer streets.
Okay, Mayor, the second question is actually sticking with that sort of traffic theme. Someone asked, as a regular user of Stockwell Road, the prolonged closure has been really frustrating. Many citizens seem to feel the same way. Could you share detailed information about the work occurring on Stockwell and the reason it is taking so long?
Yeah, this is a tough one. I know the closure on Stockwell Road has been frustrating for a lot of people, and I completely understand that. This project is about fixing a drainage bottleneck by widening the culvert that drains stormwater out of the east side. After we finalized all of the required permits with the railroad, crews started working and discovered groundwater beneath the surface. That changed the scope of the project and pushed our timeline back. We now expect Stockwell Road to reopen in mid-December. And I know this delay is inconvenient, but I thank those for their patience. But more importantly, I thank you for supporting the small businesses that are on Stockwell. Continue to go and patronize those businesses because really that's what we do in Evansville, is show up for one another. And this is the time that we need to do that.
Okay, so this time we're going to step out of traffic. We're going to talk a little bit about growth and development. And the question is, when are we going to start growing the city for the future and bringing attractions to it? We're a major highway intersection point for the whole United States, but we don't have anything attracting people to Evansville. We should have a better zoo. Hey, I like our zoo, okay? I like our zoo. We should have an aquarium or something that brings people to the city to spend money and grow our city's capabilities. People drive by us to go to St. Louis, Nashville, Indianapolis, and Louisville. Why are we not trying to capitalize on that?
Evansville is growing for the future, and we're doing it, I think, in a way that builds on what makes our city special. The River Vision plan, we've heard a lot about that, will completely reimagine 50 miles of our riverfront from Newburgh to Mount Vernon, but it's centered right here in downtown Evansville. The project is very similar to Cincinnati's Small Park and Chicago's Riverwalk, which I had a chance to visit just last year. It's fantastic. And the River Vision really is going to help us create a new destination for residents and visitors alike. We're also investing in our quality of place. We're modernizing playgrounds and improving our spaces like Garvin Park. The ribbon's going to be cut on that very soon. We've got a major push to build and rehabilitate hundreds of new homes to meeting our growing housing needs. I think the other thing, in addition to activating in a thriving downtown, we have a nationally accredited Mesker Park Zoo, Joe. I mean, like what you said, it's really, state of the art. As well, we have authentic attractions like the Children's Museum, which is another one of my favorites, and the Fall Festival. Evansville, we're not trying to be St. Louis or Nashville. We're building a city that's authentic, the one that's vibrant, and that's uniquely ours. And I think that's a good thing.
Okay, a question that we've actually heard quite a bit over the last year, I feel like, popped up this time in Ask the Mayor as well. We received a couple of questions about trash pickup. The main concerning question that we heard was, can we change heavy trash pickup back to twice a year? And then secondarily, someone asked if we could have another pickup day for storm debris, as some homes still have storm debris from the winter ice storm that they're holding on to.
At the moment, there are no plans to go back to twice a year model, where we often saw issues with trash being put out too early or left out too long. And there were sanitation issues all around with that model. However, EWSU is exploring ways they can work with the neighborhood associations to do additional neighborhood cleanups in the future. For example, we could bring out a dumpster into a neighborhood for a period of time, much like they do in Jacobsville, and neighbors can use that to remove heavy trash, storm debris, or any other trash during that time. And as far as the storm debris specifically, all of that can be cut up and put in your weekly trash. If you need a larger removal, contact EWSU or Republic to schedule a heavy trash pickup at your home.
And our last question, when will the city commit to housing that's truly affordable for working families, not just projects labeled affordable on paper? And can you give one example of a development that rents at a level a single parent making $17 an hour could actually afford to live in?
That's an important question. And I appreciate it because when people hear the term affordable housing, which I feel like we've talked about a lot, it can mean different things for different people. When we say affordable, though, as a city, we're talking about housing that a family can rent or buy without spending more than about 30% of their income on housing cost. So for a single family making $17, as suggested in the question, that's about $35,000 a year. Affordable rent would be around $875 a month. That's exactly the kind of housing we're working to expand. The city has invested in several developments that meet those income levels. For example, Garfield Commons. It was developed by Echo Housing. It provides quality apartments for residents earning between that 30 and 60% of the area median income that includes many working families. We've also supported memorial development projects like memorial lofts and memorial townhouses and rehabilitation projects such as the Delhaven Estates and Cedar Trace, all designed to keep rents affordable for working individuals and families. So yes, this city is committed to housing. I believe that's truly within reach for people who work hard every day to support their families. And as we plan new developments, we're focused on making sure the term affordable housing actually reflects that, what's affordable for Evansville's families.
Thank you, Mayor Terry, and thank you again for doing this. Are you okay with doing this, maybe once a month or something like that going forward?
Absolutely. I think it's important for us to sit down, to one, see what type of questions that are coming to our office, but then also to respond to those. It's a part of our commitment to engaging with the community. And so, yes, I absolutely look forward to this time each month.
And for those who haven't seen it yet, we've also added a blog to the city website. So the Friday Focus, every Friday, we put out something that talks about what's happened the week before and what's happened over the course of the next week. Right. So that should be coming out today, right?
Yeah, it should be. Should be a nice one.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this week. Everything from today's Block by Block to talking a little bit about some of the events that you got to go to. And you've got a couple more tonight.
I do. It's a long night. Probably not until 9 or 10 o'clock I'll be home.
Okay, well then I'm going to stop taking your time right now. We're going to stop this video and you go get ready. But thank you all for watching, and we will see you again next month.
Thank you.